that is on my mind. So, what about like, you know how they say like, oh, pussy is stretched out or it's loose or something like that? Like, you ever had any complaints about loose pussy? And if you have, can you please elaborate what loose pussy is?
I've never experienced loose pussy.
It's like throwing a fucking hot dog down a hole. I don't know because I don't have one. I recently had said
there are things that you can do to
Kegels.
Tighten. Exactly.
Like
Kegels.
I'm doing Kegels right now. I do Kegels every day, all day.
Okay, I don't think we wanted to know that,
but you supposed to do fucking Kegels, Dany. Do you know what a Kegel is? You don't have to put nothing in there to do a Kegel, but just flex your muscles so it's super tight so that you can sit here and have a grip.
It's your uncle.
What do you fucking mean? Listen,
I don't think your uncle wants to hear you talk about your fucking Kegels, bitch. And that you're doing it right now.
I'm doing Listen, ladies, you gotta keep your grip game good, okay?
Yes, do your Kegels, but just don't tell your fucking uncle.
You need to keep your grip game good, so you can't be slippery and then have no grip. There's okay. Can I ask you a question? What makes good pussy?
Yes.
So if your clients was like came to you and like, yo, she's trying to have my money back.
Good pussy is about attitude. Good pussy is about experience. Good pussy is about making a dude feel special. That's what good pussy is about.
So it has nothing to do with. So is it a mixture of knowing how to talk, knowing what to do, and then also
knowing how to put it on a dude? Plain and simple.
Put them on to make you want to marry me.
But shut up, no. But you know what I was thinking is that. You can tell me if you disagree. I think men are visual, right? And a lot, you need to.
I do think men are visual. Men
are visual, but you also need to know how to talk.
Yes.
That's a definite.
Because you have to get them in the mood. You can't just be one corny ass bitch. It takes a lot.
See, but then here's what's different though, because we're talking the game right now.
Yeah.
And if you the type of dude that got to pay for box, you're going to appreciate whatever box you getting.
Okay, see, now that's not fair because that.
But so every guy that came to you had to pay for it, or he just wanted to fuck her at the moment?
Well, they have to pay. It's a service.
No, I know they gotta pay, but I'm just saying, like you know how there's some guys that don't have to pay for pussy, but there are guys that pay for pussy because they personally want that girl, or
or some guys.
That happens, like I said.
Pay for pussy because their wife might not do something.
This is true.
Are any of your girls still in the business?
Yes, I have one girl that is still into the game right now. She started
popping pussy.
She started her own crew. She did her thing. I'm proud of her.
So she got her own crew. So she's the pimp now.
Yeah, but she still dances. She still dances.
A dancer.
If you remember that that Floyd Mayweather video, that New Year's video, she was there. She hit me up from the party.
What, in the go room?
Where he was in,
Oh, so she danced for him?
Yes.
Oh, that bitch is
there.
making money. Because
exactly.
they make mad money.
She was there.
They make mad money.
Was there any girls that you had to fire and get rid of?
Yes. There was.
Why?
I'm glad you asked me this. There was this one girl.
Please tell a story.
She was real timid when she came through the first time. She basically begged me to put her in the game. She was living by herself. She couldn't pay her bills. Fine. Bought her outfit. Took her to the Golden Lady to audition. I was going to put her in the clubs right away so she can dance and get money. She embarrassed the fuck out of me. I had a reputation in the Golden Lady. Golden Lady was my home. That was my home. Jack was good. Wherever you at, Jack, I love you. I miss you, bro. Golden Lady was my spot. Yeah. She embarrassed the fuck out of me to where the other girls just laughed her off stage.
So was she like, she just didn't know how to...
She couldn't dance. She got on stage and basically froze. She got on stage and basically froze. I was like, this is not for you. This is definitely not for you.
Is it?
Fast forward, maybe 2 years later, this chick calls me. She's like, my name is Strawberry, such and such and such. I've been dancing for X amount of time, blah, blah, blah. I heard about your crew. I want to come through and audition for y'all. Okay, I was getting calls like every couple of hours at that point. Comes through is this same chick. When I tell you her fucking dance game was so on point, outfit so on point.
Oh wow.
She doing handstands. I'm like, yes.
So you brought her back on.
Yes.
Oh wow.
She's one of the girls in the video.
Oh wow!
I was so proud of her. I was like, "Yo, what?"
So what? Can you tell me how she got her dance game up?
I really don't know.
She probably just went to hole in the wall strip clubs, practice. Anybody who would let her in and practice.
But she was phenomenal.
It's tough
when she came back to the crew. She was phenomenal.
Have you tried, Dany?
What?
Pole dancing.
I was supposed to go, but
I've tried a few times.
I didn't get a chance to go.
I just don't got the upper body strength, and it's just not pole dancing like stripping, guys. But I'm just saying as an exercise.
And that's another thing that bugs me about the game right now. It's like so many chicks are so into pole dancing right now, but y'all so quick to trash strippers.
I'm not quick to trash strippers. You can do whatever you want with your pussy in your body if you want to, but guess what? Just don't try to bring me in on your bullshit. I don't care about if you want to pop pussy, if you want to flip up and down the pole. I will go to the strip club and I will support you, baby girl. But the minute you try to bring me into your hustle, that's where we would depart.
See, I haven't been to a strip club in a little while because they have been very disappointing. I think the last one I went to.
You need to go underground.
The last one I went to.
Listen,
you need to go underground.
No, they different.
The last one I went to was it might have been either in New Orleans or I went to Sue's. And I went to Sue's and I remember. Was Sue's the one that was like this Spanish girl who got on stage?
Sue's was my spot.
Sue's, so I went to Sue's on this particular night because they promised to have the shower. They bring the shower out and the bitches dancing. They shower on stage. It's supposed to be this huge thing. So I got really excited. I like going to strip club.
I do too.
I don't do that anymore because
like I said, underground is the place. Ask your husband.
Yeah. So I really wanted to go. And the bitches that they brought on stage, I don't know if I wasn't there late enough, but it was horrible. And then when I tried going down south, when I went to some strip clubs in New Orleans, oh my God, fucking trash. It was trash. Their moves wasn't good. The girls' bodies wasn't really nice. They were just like really stush. The girls
I'm trying to remember the name
stush.
of the strip club in him state.
And I went to a white strip club too. And them niggas was on.
My
them
God,
niggas was
white
on
strip clubs
meth.
are horrible.
This
White
bitch
strip
was
clubs
dancing
are the
to
worst.
Britney Spears.
No, I went to a white strip club.
White strip club in Baltimore.
There was a Britney Spears
song.
song.
Oh my God, I could
it was
throw
just
up.
I went to a white strip club in Orlando.
What is a strip club with no ass? I'm sorry.
They
First
don't
of
even
all,
play like music that you want to get.
First of all, this was the first time that I saw a spinning pole. I'm like, yo, y'all are cheating. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The pole is moving? I was like, y'all are cheating.
They was cheating.
And then we almost got thrown out the club. It's like, you can't throw money here. That's disrespectful. I'm like,
oh, you was at the rich white people club.
This
you don't throw
strip
money.
club, right? You can't.
So what do you do? What do you
exactly?
do?
I was like, I'm confused right now.
Like when they come.
So what do they do? What did they?
You supposed to hand it to them and they do that
Yeah.
titty balls. I'm like, what is this? I can't throw money. What am I doing here?
Those are like the fancy.
So you think I'm gonna give you 100 or I'm gonna give you a rack? I'm gonna give you $1,000 in between your titties at one time? You got me fucked up.
But they've always had that. You know Stephanie Santiago?
Uh-huh.
She used to dance for only white strip clubs.
If I was gonna be a stripper, you know where I would be a stripper for one night?
Where?
At the stripper ball. QC throw it. Baby. Last year they threw like last year I think it was like maybe like 6 or 7 people in there. They spent $600,000.
And that's what I love about the game. I so love the way the game has grown. Do you
understand how much money that is? Them bitches each went home with like at least 20 racks.
I love that there's girls out there making thousands and thousands of dollars. I love it. I love it. I love it.
To do bare minimum though.
But here's what I don't like about the game. It's a lot of girls that got it twisted right now. Because a lot of girls, and I see it on Instagram all the time. I see it when I go to the clubs. Chicks be like, yo, if you broke, don't even come to the club. If there's any dancers watching this podcast right now, let me tell you, let me teach you something real quick.
Go ahead.
It's so easy for you to make $1,000 a night when drug dealers and entertainers and sports figures and people like that is throwing money. That's easy. When you get the average 40-hour-a-week nigga to come and spend his paycheck, then you that bitch.
That's a fact.
Then you that bitch.
You know what I don't understand either? How are the bartenders making so much more?
Because they look better than the strippers.
And the game has changed.
And Instagram.
The game has changed.
When you out here in them little ass outfits,
but I'm not gonna lie, it'd be like premature stripping because they go in there with
exactly.
You want to know who ruined it? Starlets. When they started
definitely.
the Star Tenders. When they had Bernice Burgos, and they had Gracie, and then they had what the fuck her name was like 8 of them. right? It was like
And
the
no
cheerleaders for like a basketball team.
No disrespect to the bartenders.
They were the elite bartenders. They did not. First of all, Bernice will tell you right now, she don't know how to make a fucking drink. Half of them were not real fucking bartenders. They were great looking girls who all got their bodies done, big asses.
The only person I really knew that
and they were supposed to
was
bring
a
the
star
people
tender
out.
was Gracie, and I knew Gracie because Gracie was the only Asian chick with the bald head,
half bald head,
same shit, bald head.
Yeah.
But that's crazy, like how the game has changed over.
And a lot of them was old. Like
like
Bernice is like 40. So when she was a
she
star,
looks great for 40, but
she's a grandmother.
Like for me, like I said, sitting back now and looking at the cruisers doing it, I'm proud of the cruisers doing it. I'm proud of the things they're doing.
But the bartenders are taking the strippers out.
Yeah, but it all depends on where you go. Like I said,
that's true. It'll like
the underground movement is still live.
Yeah, that's underground. But now when you go to any,
you got a star bartender.
You have the bartenders that.
But
make
Sue's
money.
is not like that. Well, I haven't been to Sue's in a while, but last time.
When was the last time you went to Sue's?
Maybe a couple years ago, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But Sue's when I first went to Sue's, I had a friend that used to take me there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He would recruit bitches to get like ass shots and shit like that.
Oh shit!
Like he would go in there and they would act. He would,
Wait, so he would give ass shots?
Not in the club. Like he would ask them, like, "Yo."
At the hotel,
like he would tell them like they offer a service or whatever, and the girls would be down or not. Like
that shit is dangerous.
He wouldn't. I don't know.
They gotta get the BBL,
that shit is so dangerous.
So,
all your girls were natural.
Yes, I should have brought the photo album. I'm mad I didn't.
But we went to Sue's, and Sue's was at that time was mainly Spanish girls. It wasn't barely
That's why I
any
said
black
the Spanish bitches it was on was horrible.
Yeah,
they were horrible.
There was I'm trying to remember the name of the strip club.
Sue's was different though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like when Sue's is packed out, you like, damn.
So what's the wildest shit that you've seen before your eyes that actually shocked you? Because I can't imagine anything really shocking you. But was there anything that happened in front of you that was like, oh shit, like it just threw you off guard? You wasn't ready to see that.
The only thing I can say is I've seen girls have accidents on dudes while they dancing.
Like shit?
Or she catch a period.
Oh.
In the middle of giving a lap dance.
Oh. I mean, if he ain't worried about a red light, I mean, he should be alright.
What do you mean, like strip and give him a lap dance? He said,
I'd be mad.
Yeah,
Cause he gotta go home, and how you gonna explain that he didn't get shot?
He had him, and he had on a white Gucci damn sweater.
So what happened? Did you pay for the outfit?
I had to.
Oh my God.
I had to.
Wait, so did he ever? Do you know if he ever returned as a client again?
I've seen him a couple of times.
What did you say? Did you like, yo, bro, my bad? Or
no doubt. I was like, I was like, what can I say?
But this is my thing. Like, as a female, you know when your period's coming on, and like put a tampon in and cut the string and do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but if you need that bread, you out there.
Yeah, but put a tampon in and cut the string. Like you wouldn't.
I've seen chicks dance pregnant.
Tripping. So here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
What made you stop doing it?
Okay, me stop doing it is because I lost my mentor. My uncle died, and I took that real hard. Yeah, my uncle died. He was the one that taught me the game. He taught me everything about what it is to be a man. And when he died, I took that hard. I took a couple of years off, and then 2 years right after that, my mother died, and I was done. I was done. It's like I couldn't. I made so many mistakes in life after that happened. Mm-hmm. It's like I just couldn't focus on anything. It wasn't fun no more. I didn't have the drive in me to do anything. Yeah. And so I just let it go.
It's hard to be in that headspace when you got a lot of
hell yeah. It's just it really
is hard.
It took a real emotional toll on me. And it's like, yo, I mean, after that, a couple of years after that, I tried to do parties, but like I said, my heart just wasn't in it no more. It's just like,
and some things are just meant to happen in a time of your life.
Yeah.
And just bring
everything
you that
happens for a reason.
That and the fact that, you know, my wife was always in my ass about, I'm out all night with these chicks and I'm taking pictures and what time you coming home and is you fucking them?
Okay, I have a question. Since you opened this, this is a question. How did you get her comfortable with the business?
I approached her at first, and I told her, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And she fully supported it until she saw how deep and how fast I got into it. I used to take her to the strip club with me. And she knows strippers. So, we have mutual friends that are strippers.
Was she exposed to like everything? Or
in the beginning, she was exposed to everything. But when I started really making dough and like the stable started going, at one time, we had to have like 40, 50 chicks under our umbrella. Oh, wow. We went to go.
That's a lot of money right there.
The highlight of my career, we was in the Golden Lady one night, and my partner came in. I'm just sitting there, conducting business. But he was like, bruh. He's like, yo, go to the owner and tell him we need 3,000. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, look around. He's like, every chick in here is ours right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, shit. Damn. So on some joke shit, I went to my man. I'm like, yo, Jack, I need $3,000. Jack is looking at me. He's like, the fuck, is you out your mind? I was like, everybody off the stage. Everybody got off the stage. Went into the dressing room. And Jack was like, you are the shit. And that was like the highlight. I was like, yo, I don't want the money. I was like, yo, I just wanted to prove a point. And that was like the greatest shit that ever happened to me.
See,
I was like, yo, everybody get off the stage.
That's a scene out of the
That's
place,
a lit.
That's
the second highlight happened maybe about 5-6 years ago. Me and my cousin is in an underground spot. I go in, he gets 200 singles, I get 200 singles. I'm sitting there against the wall, people dancing, blah, blah, blah. Shorty, yo, what's up? Walk away. Shorty was good. Walk away. Go to the bar, spend my little $5 for my Heineken. Standing there, I got money in my hand. I'm holding it in my hand. Can't get a dance to save my life.
Oh, wow.
Eventually, one of the chicks that I knew walked in. I'm like, yo, I can't get a dance. He's like, bro, they know who you are. They knew who you are when you walked in. I was like, yo, I've been retired like 8-9 years. What are you talking about? He's like, it doesn't matter. They not going to take money from you. They already know the rules. And I'm like, yo.
Wow.
Damn, that's lit.
So I left the club with $195 in singles.
Oh, wow. But did you get a dance?
Nah, I could not get a dance.
Oh, And
I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
I was like, I never thought of myself as that big. Like, even right now, to this day, people know me in the streets. I have respect in the streets. And it's like, dude, I've been out of this for so long. I'm like.
But you did it. It sounds like you did it really big. I heard about it.
Yeah. I know 3 generations of strippers. I know a grandmother, mother, and daughter that all danced. I've had chicks call me, but like, yo, my daughter's about to start dancing. I don't want her to dance if she's not gonna dance for you. It's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting your daughter on. I can't do that.
Oh my God.
That's lit.
I really wish y'all could see this commercial that he sent us.
It's a little exclusive. We can't really do that now.
I really wish that y'all could see. Because
like,
was.
And as you know, I take all my nephews to the strip club 17th birthday. They all go to the strip club with me.
My husband's talking about my son. He's like, this is how you got. I'm like, I don't know about this.
He had the time. Yo, it was chicks coming up to me. He was like, that's your nephew? I was like, yeah, that's my nephew. Yo, you are the best uncle in the world.
So if you had a secret to, I know you don't want to give all the whole facts, but if you had a secret for like ladies, and it's like, how to acquire money without doing too much, what would it be?
That's an easy one, because I took a girl to the club one night. Like I said, she was timid. She didn't think this was for her. I was like, here's what I want you to do. I was like, I want you to unbutton the first 2 buttons on your shirt. That's it. And walk around the bar and come back to me. That's it. Do nothing else. Unbutton the first 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Walk around the bar and come right back to me. That's it. So she walked around the bar. A couple of guys grabbed her, having conversations with her, such and such and such.
Yeah.
She keep walking. Next guy stops her, have conversations, such and such and such. Eventually, she comes back to me. I'm like, how much money did you make? She's like, oh, I made like $100. I was like, did you take off anything? She's like, no. All you did is have a conversation, right? She was like, yeah. I was like, it's a lot of lonely dudes out here. All they want is attention.
Oh, trust me.
All they want is attention.
Have you had that happen to you, Dany?
What?
Where you give a guy attention and they immediately think you're interested in them?
No, but I've had where I give guys attention and they just want me to be around.
Oh, see, okay.
Well, I wouldn't call it like you see how you have that like where you say like, you know, the girls just go on dates and shit like that. Like there are a lot of guys out here, especially older guys. Like
Exactly.
A lot of older guys just want you to be around and have fun. Like I remember there was this one guy that I was.
They just
dating.
want conversation.
Yes,
to be quite honest.
there was this one guy that I was dating. Like not even dating. Like we were cool. Like I wouldn't call it dating because I didn't really take him serious.
And from what I've been told, 25-year-old pussy is the bomb. From what I've been told.
Anyway, so
you see, I can't say that because you made me feel bad for saying something earlier. But I will tell you that this day and age, from what I heard, he's not lying. Because you know, Dany, I will say that when I was growing up, and I think about the 25-year-olds that I saw, 25 back then looked older than what we look like
now.
In our 20s.
Of course.
And they were like moving like they were in their 30s. And
Facts.
Sexually, they were in that space.
Facts.
Nowadays,
I don't know about
it'll be a whole nother fucking ball game.
Yeah.
You could get everything and anything you want out of a nigga. It ain't that
You
hard.
don't gotta do anything.
True
You
that.
gotta throw it a little bit.
let
It
me
ain't
tell
that,
you.
True
it ain't
that.
crazy.
Let me finish the story. So he was like 33, and at the time I was probably like 22, 23, and he used to always like call me like, when you coming up to New York, when you hanging out. This is when I was I was still in college so this maybe like 20, 21, 22, and he would call me and he would be like, you coming to New York this weekend? And I would tell him yes or no, whatever. He would either pay for me to come to New York, or he would or I would already be coming. And he would just be like, oh, we're just gonna go out for drinks with me and my friends. And he told me one day, like I was on my way home. We were in a cab on my way back to Queens or whatever. And he was going back to Queens, and he said, you know what? He said, it's so weird that you're 21 and you fit in with my friends like it's nothing. He said, my friends love you. He said, everybody loves you.
That was a key thing I used to teach all my girls. You have to have conversation skills. You need to know what's going on in current world politics, things like that. You need to know how to carry yourself among older dudes.
You definitely need. When you are dating older guys, you cannot be acting like no fucking 12-year-old. Like you deadass have to be.
You know how to order a drink. You need to know how to order from the menu.
Yup.
All of that.
You know how to sit at a table, talk.
That's the shit that bite me in my ass to this day, because I'm a conversationalist. So like, I could be at work, and I always work with a lot of men in my industry. So you could just have a conversation literally about fucking anything, and just because you're knowledgeable and they're so intrigued, and then now all of a sudden they're fucking hooked, and then now they have interest, and that has happened to me plenty of times.
Many times.
It is so
many.
I have set so many dudes up on just regular dates just because they needed some eye candy to show off at their corporate event. Things that I've done that hundreds of times. No sex involved. I just need to show up with this pretty girl. Period.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Listen, all you have to really do, literally, is be a little bit smart and be pretty.
Oh, I know.
That's all you have to do to make it in this world. Just be a little bit smart and be
now
pretty.
I try to limit my conversation because I noticed that men are not that smart where they know that you're just having conversation. And so they immediately feel like you were leading them on or you're showing some interest and shit like that. And
the
that
male
shit
ego
is crazy.
Is a fragile thing. I
fragile.
just broke another rule. The male ego though is fragile as fuck.
Oh, that's something that's not a rule. That's known. That's known.
Let me tell you,
niggas cannot handle what they give us.
When I used to work in banking, I was probably like 22 at the time, and I got promoted to this location with just Italians. And I was the only black female. Mind you, Italians love black girls. But I was dating my boyfriend still at the time. And I remember my first day in my new position. This guy, I guess everybody was brushing him off that day. His name was Joe. Everybody kept brushing Joe off because he just broke up with his girlfriend. He called cheating through Facebook, right?
Oh, boy.
So he's like emotional and like fuck these whores. So you know how the Italians talk. So I'm sitting here doing my thing, and all of a sudden I gave him I lent him my ear just for a few fucking minutes.
That's it.
And then every day it kept building up because they kept putting me on the same schedule with this guy. And I'm a person where I need to get along with you, Corbett. It's just conversation. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I remember this. How I knew he was. I knew he was interested in me because Wendy Williams came on one time, and I forgot it was like whatever black female host, like lady that was supposed to come on, and she was beautiful. I forgot the actress name or whatever, and he said her name out loud. He was like, "Oh, I love me black beautiful girls," or whatever the case is. Mind you, he never had a history of dating black girls. Slowly, it got a big rumor spread it, and he told the security guard who I was really cool with. And it's so funny, he happens to be Papoose and Remy's nephew. He actually passed on now. He came to me, he was like, yo, Nas, I was smoking a blunt with Joe after work. Yo, you know this nigga's obsessed with you? And I was like, nah. He was like, yo, he really likes you. And I'm like, from how? He's like, he wants to take you out. He don't want to ask you because you have a boyfriend. He said, let me tell you what he did one time. So the company I used to work for, when they had company events, they used to post pictures and put it out into like a newspaper. David, I think I graduated from college at the time. So they had put a picture of me and David in there. So it got shipped to the bank, right? So he was like, yo, let me tell you, I was smoking a blunt. He said, let me tell you what happened in the lunchroom that you didn't know about. So the bank newspaper's on there with me and David. This nigga starts flipping the fucking newspaper at the job, ripping it up. Yo, fuck this man. What does he got that I don't have? He's losing his fucking mind. So I didn't want to approach him about it. So I used to sleep in my car, like when I was tired, like on my lunch breaks. I would sleep in my car one time. I swear to God, this is really happening. You ever just feel something over you? Mm-hmm. This shit, it was scary as fuck because I had to tell David. I remember David was like, yo, I'm going to handle this Italian nigga. All of a sudden, I just felt something. I looked out my window and he's standing above my car taking photos of me in my car.
Psycho.
This is some psycho shit. All because I heard him out from a fucking breakup.
But that's it. That's all.
And
let me tell you, once a nigga think that you're listening to him,
listen.
That's it.
I tried to report him. I tried to get it dealt with. But you know, Italians take care of Italians. So it never got dealt with. So I left the company. Now, I get a phone call and I heard that because he knows that I'm Cuban and Jamaican. He finds a black girl. I swear it's a creepy shit. You know how it basically has a doppelganger or whatever? Looks exactly like me. You want to know what the fuck she is? Haitian and Puerto Rican. Everything. Same build, similar features, every fucking thing. Because he couldn't get me.
He was hooked.
All from a conversation.
Hooked.
That's why, and after that, I remember they were like, oh, you always want to have fucking conversations with people. I'm like, yo, I just be cool.
That's why.
So now I don't say. I try to limit it, but it's so hard just because I get along better with men than I do with females.
Because anytime and
it just never works out.
It's true. Every time I get along really, really well with males, and females. I get along with everybody, but there's been times that I'm just having a conversation. And I can just tell, like, a nigga starting to like me. And I'm just like, yep, gonna have to back up off you. Because I could just tell by the way you're looking at me, the way you're talking about to me, the words you're saying. And then I'm going to have to hurt your feelings. Because then the next thing that comes along with it is like, oh, you going to cheat on your nigga or you going to leave your nigga. I'm not, baby.
Didn't I tell you I have men from high school years who still fucking stalk me and still ask me out, and David be like, yo, what the fuck did you do with them?
But you know,
and I be like,
that's the reason. You see that reason right there is
that's
the reason
scary.
Why you asked me before why do I feel like it's necessary to cut all the people that
you don't think I cut you off? You don't think I have a new number?
No, but I'm just saying
they will find you.
But you asked me that, and I said the reason why I don't ever make it seem like we're ever gonna be cool again is because I don't like that.
I don't have to have a conversation with nobody. I think that
I don't like that because niggas, if you give them a little, just
you give niggas a taste, them niggas won't leave.
They won't leave. And somebody told me that early this week because I was like, they was like, oh, do you feel like you still care about a person or you have resentment towards a person if you don't want to be cordial with them? I said, no, you don't have to be. And
Dany got good Yelp reviews because we learned that from a few episodes.
And someone told me
she do.
And someone,
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to hurt your boyfriend's feelings, but yeah.
Yes, please. So So basically, I forgot what I was fucking saying. You just threw me all off.
I'm sorry. Okay,
what was I saying again?
No, you was just talking about your experience. Why people always say,
"Oh yeah." I cut people off. You have to because if you give them a little bit of room, just a little bit, they will take a mile. You can't give any room because if
this is true. I've cut off.
Want to see like. I never want to be in a room with my man and you feel comfortable to come talk to me. Don't you ever do that because it's really going to be a fight in the room.
I've cut off one of my best friends in the world who actually introduced me to my wife because she was just totally out of pocket.
Oh my God.
Totally out of pocket.
It's true.
You think so?
You don't. It's like you may be my friend, but it's like certain shit you just can't say to me. There's certain shit you're not gonna say to me.
People don't.
And that's another thing about friendships is like there's a lot of girls like April. And Fizz that destroy best friendships, or there are females that feel like just because they're a best friend they can cross certain lines. And as a friend, you should know your place.
I had this friend that I met right before I met David, and he. Let me not say okay. So we met, and we were really good friends, and I'm not naive. I don't like to say a guy's interested in me. I hate being one of those females like, oh, he thinks I'm cute. Because it's just like, for me, it's like until you...
You know.
I know, but until you tell me. Like, I don't like saying it because niggas be friends. So then you look like the bitch that always says that, right?
Yeah.
And David be like, yo, Nas, you don't think this nigga da-da-da like you or whatever the case is. I'm like, nah. Until one time, I invited one of my girlfriends over. And he was like, yo, he wanted to come through. And it would be cool because I have real like guy family friends that I hang out with because like we'll either play spades or do some dumb shit, play game night or whatever the case is. And he was like, yeah, I'm home sleeping or whatever the case is. So my friend comes through and she said, yo, Nas, this nigga is outside at the corner watching your house. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? I said, oh shit. And I remember I was like, and then I started learning every time he would call, like, yo, let's hang out, he would pretend to be asleep, like he's home. He'd be outside my crib already. He would be outside my house already. I've called him several fucking times. Then it got a little fucking creepy. And then one time I had my husband over, and I remember it was like midnight. He was like trying to call me outside. He was like, yo, nah, why does nigga want to come over so fucking late to hang out and talk to you? Because my family had thought he was gay. He was not. He would not date anybody, and I think he's. You know, some men just wait for that one girl. I learned that. I don't know if I don't want to say that because then he's no longer friends with me anymore or whatever. But I started learning like you really can't. You gotta watch these niggas because I literally it was like 10 years of I thought was friendship, but it got really fucking weird when you started saying saying he would be outside my house. But even at that point, fucking weird. Like he was. Weird.
But even at that point,
shit.
Weird.
But even at that point, when it comes to like friends, like even my male friends have a certain. I give them a certain level of respect for my man. So when I say give them, I mean you gonna take it, or we just can't be friends.
So you know it was different. Like I said, I met him before I met him right before I met my husband. So he was used to coming over my house and hanging out. But again, we've never been anything. Like you was like my homeboy. But then then I thought since he never dated a girl, I remember my sister used to be like, yo, is he gay? He was weird. He didn't know how to interact with females. He was older than me. He was older than me by like 3-4 years. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was that thing, but it wasn't. But I've learned that over time that I don't know if he had something for me because even when David came around, the way he got cool with David, like, you know, my husband would flip shit. Like he'll buy something, flip a shirt, flip a something, right? That what he knows is worth something. He would be able to sell to this nigga 3 times the fucking price. And he knows what the price is worth, the guy, and he would still buy it from him. Just because I don't know if he wanted to keep it like on cool grounds, but when I learned he was sitting outside my house type shit all the time, my friend caught him a few times. That's crazy. I was like, nah. That's when crazy. David. So my husband, I can't bring any new guy friends into my circle. So I literally have like the same, and they play their role because I can't. And that's something niggas is weird.
That's something that I want to talk about before we wrap up is that like. When you enter a new relationship, and this is just a tip for ladies and men, if you have a opposite female that is the opposite sex that is a best friend or something like that, you have to create a space where your significant other and that person are able to share the space and feel like they're not less important because of your significant other or because of your friend. Because I've had situations where people think that me and my best friends are dating or we like each other. And
sidebar, you ever fucked your female friend?
Fuck the female friend?
Because the reason why
I fuck friends.
Wait, nah.
I do not fuck friends. So
I'm only asking. It just clicked. I wanted to ask that because there's something on Facebook right now where they say there's at least every female has fucked at least one of their best friends or ate them out.
Yuck! Me and my friends have never gone there.
I've never done that. And I'm not into bitches at all.
I'm not into that.
Like I'm strictly dickly to I don't like vagina at all.
I've
had offers, which is strange. And my sisters had friends who offered to eat them out. I don't know how that works out. That's strange, but that's weird.
I had one friend jokingly ask me to have a threesome with
Yo,
my friend.
I just thought about it. I had one friend ask me.
Her old boo. Or
2 times.
It was jokingly, but I was just like, bitch, are you fucking serious? Like, don't fucking play with me. And if she hears this right now, she would fucking laugh because that was my exact reaction. Like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
when I tell you, I can't even describe how that. Now I'm lying. That actually did happen, and I can't even describe it because it was still cool. But I was out. And I can't even say the event because I don't want this person to know it. I was out and at an event that I got caught off guard, like completely by myself and like away from the crowd. And I was approached to have a threesome but they were like, yo, would David allow you to have a threesome? I was like, what? I was like, nah, we don't invite nobody in our bedroom. Like, we don't do that. Like,
that's not something
David is not into that. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, not with David. I said, where the fuck are we going with this?
You're tripping.
No, friend. This is my friend. And I said, where we going with this? She's like, me, you, and so-and-so. I said, wait, what? I'm like, so, mind you, I think they thought that I was drinking, and I wasn't drinking. And I was like, nah, like, what are you trying to ask me? I was like, you deadass right now? And I honestly, I was intrigued because it was weird to me. Like, how could you feel comfortable asking me?
I've had female friends approach me on the same level and be like,
what do you say?
You know my wife got hands, right?
Yeah, like,
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And because the person that they wanted to bring in, she wanted a certain like body build, but then she was like, and then she was looking at me up and down. She was like, you never wanted your box ate by a female. Like, females do it better. I was like, hold on, baby girl. Like,
I'm interested in that, but I'm not fucking
so
none of my
I didn't
friends,
know what
like,
the fuck to say because I said no, but she kept pushing. And then a second time this has happened. This has happened on 2 occasions. We still are friends. And it's weird because my sisters and David be like, yo, why do you hang out with her? And I'm just like, maybe she was fucking around. Like, I've tried to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I've never. That's the only friend that's ever offered to like do shit like that with me, and that's kind of fucking weird.
It is weird. It is weird. It is weird. But we are gonna.
No, we have time. We still have time. We have time.
Okay.
I have more questions for you.
Shoot.
So you mentioned, we got like 15 minutes. I have questions. So was there ever a time where a guy stepped out of place with one of your females and you had to rough him up?
Oh, definitely.
How do you do that? Because you build.
What you mean? How do I do that?
I'm saying, don't you have like a relationship with your clients?
Yeah, but I'm letting everybody know these are my chicks, yo. This is my product right here. You're not gonna fuck up my product.
So is it a conversation first?
Yeah, there's definitely conversation first.
I'm
letting dudes know from the jump, yo. Do not disrespect my girls. Do not put your hands on them. Do not try and do no off the wall shit with my girls. Do not do that because I'm coming for you. Real shit. Do not do that.
Oh my. So then.
And that's why, like I said, all my girls love and respect me because I protected them. If you wanted to introduce me to your moms so your moms know you safe, I was down for that.
Yeah.
And like I said, I used to tell girls, call somebody, let them know that you're here. Let somebody know that you're doing this. Yeah. Let somebody know who you're with. Let somebody know who I am. Real talk.
Wow.
I was about that life.
Did that happen often though? Like,
nah, it didn't. It didn't happen often because of who I am, the way I carry myself and the way the crew carried themselves. Y'all knew not to fuck with us.
Were you ever paranoid afterwards? Because I only asked that because I can imagine some of these clients are real weirdos. And they probably like, oh, he thinks he's gonna do this in front of Diamond.
Only time I really was worried about a chick, and I wasn't really worried about her, but the dude had only paid for like 4 hours, and she came back like 2 days later, but she was paid.
Oh wait, so you ain't see her?
Nah, didn't see her. Couldn't contact, nothing.
So if someone goes missing, what do you do?
We was definitely putting the word out. I was like, yo, where's she at? We trying to find him. We trying to find her. She came back like,
you don't go to the police and do missing.
Nah,
report.
can't do that. How we do that?
No, you just say my friend missing.
No, but it's prostitution.
I'm just saying
Exactly.
if someone's missing,
You can't say that. You can't say how you know she missing. When she left. It's
Who was
always
she
gonna
with?
link.
Exactly.
It's gonna
just
link
like
back
I haven't
to her.
heard from her. I've been calling her. I haven't heard from her.
Nah, they gonna know because
But she
somebody
came
gonna
back-
go talk. Oh well, she went with Spank and da.
She came back paid though, and I was like, all right.
So she gave you her percentage after she came back paid.
Yep.
So
How
can I
did
ask
you
how much
manage
was
all
your-
this?
60-40.
So the girls get 40?
Nah, they was getting 60. What
you was
am
getting
I
40?
doing?
Oh, I was about to say, damn, you tripping.
Nah, 60-40 split. Like I said, I was
Shit.
I was a different dude in the game, yo. I was different. I was
If
buying
I'm
chicks
selling my pussy,
outfits.
you get
Exactly.
10%. Fuck that.
No, because he's the one giving.
If I'm doing all the fucking, you're getting 10%.
But you might not be one of the girls.
You're gonna
that's
need my
fucking.
protection at some point.
That's true.
You're
Okay,
gonna need
maybe
a ride
20.
home, and you're gonna need me to set you up
Maybe
with a
20.
client.
20, maybe 20.
And you get 80.
Yes. This is my pussy. Are you serious?
But you don't know how to manage your pussy. That's
If you
clearly
give me
why
20%, guess who I'm not calling for work next week?
That's why I
you
don't
gonna
sell
be on
pussy.
Van Wyck and Queens Boulevard, bitch.
This is why I don't sell pussy.
I'm not calling.
Because
you.
I'm not negotiating what my pussy is worth. If I say you're getting 10%, that's it.
You negotiate what your pussy's worth every single day with your nigga.
And guess what? I don't have a problem with that.
Cause that's a tough ass fucking job to do every fucking day.
Yes, it is a very tough
Okay.
job. But you know
like
what?
I said,
I get door-to-door pickup, and I get whatever I want.
You see, that's not the 60-40 he's talking about.
That's that 80-20.
So even though I did have girls out there slinging, I didn't consider myself a pimp because, like I said, I never had to put my hands on girl. I had to raise my voice to the girl one time, made her cry.
With your male workers, how did you manage that? Like,
Yes,
was that
was a
business
good
big
question.
too?
That was straight business, and I had to bring my sister and my cousin in because I couldn't. I'm not.
You can't
doing
be
it.
around that.
Exactly, I wasn't doing it.
So was it
I
like
wasn't doing
gay or was it like?
I just don't want to see no next nigga's dick. I was like, I did probably one interview, and I'm like, no what?
But
I
I'm
can't
pretty
do this.
sure you'll see their dick there. If you're doing these type of parties and you're having like these personal parties,
Pretty sure you done.
you gonna see
done
your partner's
manipulated
dick
a
at
couple
one point.
I know you done manipulated a couple of gangbangs.
He's not going to admit to anything.
Oh no,
Let's
no.
not do this.
Not him.
Let's not.
I wasn't talking about him being in the gangbang, but I mean like him.
Jump off
orchestrate-
parties. We did jump off parties all the time. That's
Have
what
you
we
been
call it.
asked to be gangbang?
Me?
I'm just asking a question.
No nigga has ever been disrespectful enough to ask me about a fucking
Oh
gangbang.
my god. We used to, like I said, we
I'm
did jump
fucking
off
annoyed
parties.
at that question.
We've
No,
done-
because-
Bang, bitch.
No, listen, that was popular when we were in high school. You know that.
This is the only thing. Guess what?
I've
in,
never.
in high school, I wasn't popping this pussy, so that's fine with me.
I can't say the same, but it was only with one person.
Yes, I've set
Anyway.
up. Yes, I have set up group orgies.
Okay.
Yes, I have set up.
But everybody had to be like. Everybody agreed to it.
Yeah, everybody's agreeing to it.
Okay, here's another question.
Bachelor
Were there
parties.
drugs involved when you have these parties? You have to provide that too.
No, I never let my girls drink because if you're drunk and the client's drunk, you're not focusing on getting the money. I need you to get the money. That's why we're here. We're here for the money.
Okay.
And even now today, when I see girls in the club and they smoking and they drinking, it's like you're not concentrating on what you're here for. You're not here to party.
No.
You're not here to chill with your friends. You're here to get money. And if you sourced,
How you gonna do that? One question.
shoot.
When it comes to threesomes, right? This is a very popular question that people always ask. Is it a gangbang? Isn't this still considered a threesome if it's two guys and a girl?
Yeah, it's a threesome.
Yeah.
Men could say
Men
it's a train.
will say that it's
Made
a
to
train or a gangbang. And I don't think that because
think
if
that.
you get in,
I
if
think
you
it's
getting
a train
fucked by
when
two girls,
it's 3 men and a girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or more, like 3 or more.
Yeah.
Anything where it's 3, I don't just think it's a threesome.
Okay, one last question, and this is gonna be a funny ass question, right?
Wait, why aren't men comfortable with with that. Like threesomes that include another man in their girl.
The male
envy.
ego is
I don't
fragile.
understand that.
Dick
But then
envy.
they want us to be okay with pussies.
But this is the shit that I don't get. Why do men be doing this? And I notice this has to be realistic in some way. It just cannot exist in porn. Double penetration. What kind of shit is that? Like you ever been at one of them jump off parties and they started that double penetration
Anal
shit?
and
Yes, at the same time.
Double penetration, I can understand.
I heard it.
I've
feels
seen
amazing.
it done. I've seen it done. The gay shit.
No, not the gay, but I'm just saying like
With a
the
girl.
double penetration. It's kind of gay because
It
your
is.
balls is like rubbing together.
It is.
Like
I've seen it though. I've definitely seen it.
what pleasure do men get out of like
if
rubbing
the
on
girl, no,
I
if the
can't
guy
tell
is no, Danny,
I can't answer that.
I can't tell you.
If the girl is, if the guy is laying flat and the girl is laying like this, and the
These
other guy's
niggas'
on
knees
top,
is touching.
maybe the knees, but I don't.
The
you
holes
could do
are
it with
not-
the.
we don't
You
have
could do it with
gooches.
the balls and the dick don't touch.
Yes,
It's still juice flying, and I'm
Yeah.
not.
and this is what I'm saying. The gooch, we don't have gooches. We have vaginas, and the asshole is right there. So that they're rubbing at.
I heard
sometime.
it feels amazing.
You. I know you gotta feel that other dick inside. I know you.
That's
do.
the fucking point.
That's gay. Just because there's a woman's wall rubbing against it doesn't mean that it's not gay. That your dick is touching another man's dick by a
it can
wall.
be
Like,
gay, but it depends. If the point
that's not
is,
sus.
I think it's sus.
Thank
I
you.
definitely
But
think
that's
it's
it.
sus.
Okay. And you gotta look at it the mature way. If the point is for you guys to both climax or
That's gay.
receive
Do you hear
pleasure,
Do you
if
hear
that is the
Two
way,
men climaxing together.
they may not climax together at the same time. Listen, I don't know. I'm trying to think about it a different way.
Guess what? It's not working. Don't even worry about it, babe. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry.
I mean, you
about
could do
it.
double penetration at home by yourself
Guess what I want.
with you and your boyfriend.
He's not touching a dildo dick. Like he's
You
just-
could.
I don't fuck myself. That's why I told you earlier that toy doesn't get used in a way to go inside. Like that's just not my thing. Like I have a whole man that I can ride up on, and if I really wanted to, I could probably call somebody for sex if I really wanted to.
Was it one? I have one other question.
Go ahead.
Before we head out, was there any rules on maintenance, like how the girls have to maintain this?
Oh yeah.
Like, do they have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
bald? Do they have to what was the rules?
You had to be shaven. You didn't have to be bald because back then chicks wasn't shaving bald. But at least line your shit up. At least look presentable. Don't come through here with fucking lint and shit. And don't come through here with no bullshit ass shoes. That's why I used to take girls shopping for outfits. Go get your hair done, get your nails done. You are the product.
Mm-hmm.
You are
True.
the product.
This is a bona fide. Not
Wait,
pimp,
one other
pimp.
thing about before. So
I'm gonna have to come back.
yes,
I see that.
So this was my first tip from one of my sisters, and I have a lot of sisters, so their tips collided and didn't make sense. One sister said that men do not like bald pussies because it reminds them of babies
Lies.
and children.
Lies.
Hold
Lie.
on. So I took that advice initially until one of my sisters caught me in the shower and she was like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, so-and-so told me men don't like bald pussies. And then my other sister was like, no, they do. Or like do a landing strip. And then there's always been a back and forth between that. Even I remember when I used to watch the show Girlfriends, Maya's husband always liked hair. So I always wanted to know if there is a preference, or do you think what's the story behind that? Like,
Every dude has their own preference.
I haven't met a guy who I think Asian men do, because
This is something
Like
I've
what?
known, but this
Asian men like hairy pussies.
They do.
Hairy pussies.
You're gonna find some old school cats that love hairy fucking.
Why?
But you know, this is something I've noticed. Before we wrap up, this is something I've noticed. The older you are, the more you don't give a fuck about what hair is there. As long as the cat slap. I've had a lot of guys. I've never encountered a lot of guys.
Do you
Let me not
make your
say
man
that,
manscape?
huh?
Manscape. Do you manscape? Like,
Mhm.
is
They
it,
have to because at a
there's
certain
a lot
point,
of men who don't.
But the thing is, like, men have to. Well, my man has to manscape because at a certain point, the hair is going to cause some kind of friction with the sex, and it doesn't feel good. So you have to keep that clean, at least a little low, like not crazy. Like we can't be out here both be bushing. That shit is just not lit. Like, what if I want to bush one day? You can't bush and I bush. Like, but like I said, niggas will fuck anything that feels good.
No, first off, shout
motherfucking
out to Tone, because Tone told me that some of the best pussy he had stink. Like, it was stinky.
Anyway,
so let's not. I'm just saying, every man likes their own thing, and he said he still fucked it.
Okay.
Just want to say,
you know what?
And
shout out to you, Tone, and liking funky pussy, whatever you like, whatever you say.
Anyways, guys, listen. Spank, our guest here, Spank. He makes a strawberry coquito, and this is an apple pie moonshine.
Delicious. It's delicious. It tastes just like apple pie.
What other flavors you got, Spank?
I'm gonna pour a little bit more.
I
in my
make
cup
coquito in strawberry, chocolate, banana. I'm coming out with a peach cobbler moonshine for the summer.
Ooh. Where can they buy these? How can they get them?
Hit me up on IG or.
Okay. All right. Plug your IG.
Plug yourself in.
Big Spank 7 at IG. Trust me, it's ratchet, but I also
Can they call this number? You have a number out here.
Yes, they can call my number.
So the number on here, guys, 347-249-6861. And he's located in Queens. But how do you ship them? Do you drop them off?
I'll deliver though. I'll deliver tri-state.
Okay, tri-state delivery. So definitely hit Spank up for these guys, because these are really, really good.
Tastes just
guys,
like apple
thank
pie.
you so much for tuning in to another episode of Loud Ones. Check us out on IG at the Loud Ones Podcast. Twitter is Loud Ones Podcast. My IG is always_Nas. Oh, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out there. And I think in the future we'll try to do more lives on our Facebook. I think
yes.
So you guys can check us out live.
My Instagram is Danybonaduce. For the first time for this season, I will spell it DanyBonaduce. Dany.
You need to change your at name, because
Why?
that shit is like 11 letters, bitch.
And I don't give a fuck. Listen, y'all go type it anyway. Y'all type the shade room in. Y'all type the gossip in the city shit in. Type in Danybonaduce too.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to check out Spank and his drinks. Don't forget to cop and support him. Thanks so much for coming in.
Yes,
it
was a pleasure. It was such a pleasure coming here. I gotta come back. Y'all gotta.
And thank you for supporting us. He's been supporting us.
Yeah, I'm a fan since
from
day one.
Thank you so much.